LJs or yeah, LJs and TJs. So what's that other one that's underneath there? Is that something to do with rollover?
That's supposed to be the battery temperature or the battery heater or something thing, but it's
You're talking
mine
about the
mine
one that's
didn't.
like spring loaded?
Yeah, mine didn't have one.
Right.
So unless I
Like
moved it too much, but yeah.
a little round sensor that was kind of a spring loaded. I thought it was something to do with rollover. I don't know.
Yeah, when I was looking, that I kept seeing people have that.
I put that on there, but kind of back and forth about whether I want to. But I'll tell you, 38 degrees at 75 mile an hour is ain't no joke when you got the top off.
Do the math.
Oh,
Let
I
me jump
know.
in here. Let me jump in here real quick. This is Tony with the Jeep Talk Show, and you are watching us on YouTube Live. And you say, well, it's not live, it's pre-recorded. Well, yeah, we got banned one time because we had some people coming in here and doing some shenanigans that got our channel removed. So we ain't doing that shit again. So right now we just have Rick and Glenn here. We may get a few people. The show officially starts at 8. I'm not sure. People have been pretty busy, not getting on to the roundtable, especially on Thursdays. But we're here every week, every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Think about joining us. All right, guys, go ahead.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Your top. You didn't want to. It wasn't. It was free, but you didn't want to buy another one or get another one.
Yeah, I don't want to have to buy another one. And eventually, when I do the TJ to LJ stretch, I'll have to find me an LJ top. But right now,
Yeah, I'm gonna be real interested to look at your setup when you get up there. I want to see what you did with the mounts and stuff, and where you moved them to. Because I got that problem in my back axle. Well, actually, who was it? Who can't remember who came up with the idea about cutting the existing metal cloak lowers, or no, uppers, cutting the existing uppers and putting a slug in them and extended them that way. Who was that mentioned that?
I don't know. I know that's pretty common when you're trying to get that. If you don't want to do it, well, you already got adjustables, but yours just aren't long enough for it.
Yeah. And then Metal Cloak said they couldn't help me out. So that's my pretty much only option unless I go to find arms off of something else.
Knowing what I know now, if I was doing the Gladiator or JL control arms on my TJ again, I would look at I would move the geometry up a little bit, and I would side mount. I think I would side mount. I'd move the brackets on the thing is with the TJ axles, there's the narrowness of them kind of keeps you from doing it. But I think I would have looked at moving especially the rear lower ones and the front lower ones, moving those to the side of the frame and basically making them flush. And then that would have, I would have had to move my uppers a little bit too. But I think I would have had room to move them up. And then, because right now I've got, what I did is I went from the bolt on the axle mount through to the bolt on the frame mount, and I used a laser and I pointed that what Greg had told me to do is point that to basically the center of your frame, where the exact center between your wheelbase. And I did it like exactly in the middle of the frame, and that works great driving and everything, man. That thing rides great. I mean, it's just like a world of difference. But now I've got, hey, look at that. Here's TJ Turley. But now what I've got is I've got those brackets hanging down, and they're kind of in the not good spot for them to be hanging down. So they're kind of in the way. What's up, Lauren? Just listening.
Trying to figure out how she accidentally got on here.
Hey,
What's up?
There's Big Red.
I wanted to say hello.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Hey, doing all right. Doing all right.
Good. You got a nice little coffee chat group going on tonight?
Nah, we don't like talking about much Jeeps or anything like that.
What's the hot topic tonight?
We were just talking about switching over from winter mode or summer mode to winter mode, putting hard tops on, and I was talking about the I put the Gladiator control arms on my TJ and was talking about that.
How did
But,
that install go?
It went real well. I was talking about some of the things I would do different if I did it again, but I'm getting ready. It was just kind of an experiment thing. I wanted to see, and it rides great. I mean, man, it rides like a two-door Gladiator. But
Cool.
I'm following all the Rick's stuff that he's modifying. So as soon as he's done and he's got it right, then I'll go ahead and do mine.
he's letting me be the guinea pig.
Let him make the mistakes.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I just got in my the GenRight 4-link and 3-link and the double triangulated cross member, got all that stuff in, and so I'm getting ready to, and I got JL axles I'm fixing to put under there, so I'm fixing to do some more upgrades.
Nice. That's a good time to do it since there's not a lot of Jeeping happening right now.
Yeah, well, we're Jeeping. Glenn and I are going to be down at Hot Springs this weekend. He's going to be there Wednesday.
Yep.
And then the weekend after that, I'm actually going to be up at the Land Between the Lakes in Kentucky.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then after that, then it's cutting and grinding and fabbing.
Yeah, Jeep hibernation time. I just put the top back on Big Red and the doors and everything. I was very sad as I did it.
Yeah. Is you soft topping or hard top or?
Soft top. I've been through the soft top and the hard top, and I went back to the soft top. It's just easier up and down, and because it's not my daily anymore, it's not so bad to have the soft top on.
Right.
I actually have the Best Top Trek top. So it's got the 3 windows in the back that come off, but it also has the ability to flip the front, so the driver and passenger seats can, basically have a sunroof.
Right. Right.
And that's easy because I can be like at a red light and like, oh, I want some more air, and I'll just flip the visors down, do the 2 clips, throw it back, and keep riding. So it's really easy.
Yeah, Steve likes to do that a lot in his, of course, in his JL. He's got the Trek top, and he'll stop when we're out there at Moab. He'll stop whenever he thinks it's not going to be too dusty. He'll stop and flip that over, and he acts like he's really doing something great.
He's a little bougie.
Yeah, he's a little bougie.
It's bougie.
Yeah, I'm wondering, he hadn't been in here.
My buddy with that Samurai is supposed to be up in Hot Springs this weekend with that and his wife's 392 as well.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So if you see a purple 392 and a Samurai on 40s, that's them.
Right, and
What's their
that's the other guy that's on the Samurai on 40. Hey, you've been talking to the one guy that I thought you was talking about. You've been talking to him on Discord.
Yeah, we talked a little bit.
Yep,
Hey,
yep.
Aquaman, you still have that invite that's hanging out there for Colorado next July.
Oh man. Well,
It's
I'm
out there.
I'm
No
torn.
pressure, but if you wanna join us, it's gonna be a nice ride.
Man, I'm torn because I'm really wanting to go. Is that did you say that was the same week as the Jeepers Jamboree at Rubicon? Or is it the week before?
Oh gosh, let me look. It's like mid-July.
I'm thinking because I'm really
Tight.
really trying to make it to that Jeepers Jamboree. And if it worked out to where I could do some of both, that would be awesome.
What week is the Jeepers Jamboree?
Now you're gonna make me have to look.
Is that the P&W four-wheel drive Jeep Jamboree? Which Jeep Jamboree are you talking about?
It's not the it's the Jeepers Jamboree. It's the adult version. It's the party one
Where at?
on the
Rubicon.
Rubicon Trail.
Oh, on Rubicon. Okay. I don't have that. The one I'm talking about going to Silverton, Colorado is July the 20th through the 24th.
This my mom, this is going to be the 74th annual Jeepers Jamboree.
Oh.
When is the date?
Well, we don't have to take up airtime if you want to text me, but I'll send you the dates again too. You're welcome to join.
Is
Anybody
that-
can join.
Is the Jeepers Jamboree the one that Chip is part of?
No, that's
No,
that's
Jeep.
the yeah, that's the Jeep Jamboree.
Oh, I thought it was Jeepers. Okay.
Jeep
It's the
Jam.
23rd through the 26th.
July.
Yep, of July, the 23rd through the 26th.
So are drinks included?
Or what?
No, the bar is not included. I think one night
Yeah,
you might
that's
get
what I'm
drink
saying.
tickets
It's
or
an
something.
adult, so are drinks included?
No,
No, you might get. I think they do tickets one night, like you get 2 drink tickets with your initial purchase or something. But after that, they have a bar that, like a cash bar, and then all of your meals are covered. I want to say.
yeah, they feed you good from what I've seen, the videos and stuff. And they've got people all along the trail that kind of help spot you through everything. And then they've actually got mechanics and tents and all that stuff set up to, if you break something, and they help you out and all that good jazz. But it's also a big,
Cool. Well, the Silverton is the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before that. So you just come, jeeping in Colorado and Silverton and then go to the Rubicon Trail.
so it's actually like the 19th, 20th, 20, something like that.
19, 20, 21, 22, and then you can leave the 23rd to go to the other thing if you want.
Dude, that's
I'll text you again so you have the info.
it sounds like
I got to see the micro
it's-
Jeep in action.
it sounds like things are,
Yeah, we can make it work.
sound like things lining up there for the dates. That'd be
Yeah, we
pretty
have to represent with our short TJs. You haven't stretched yours yet quite all the way.
Just 5. I think I'm 99 right now, but I think I'll be
You're
I
still
think-
longer than Big Red.
I think I'll be 101 actually after this, because I'm thinking the JL, the front axle, because where the coil bucket is on the front axle, it's right on the center of the axle, because on the TJs it's on the front. It's like 1.5 or 2 inches forward. So
Okay.
just by default, I'll get a 2-inch stretch in the front just because of the position of that. So, and then I've already got 5 in the back. So I think that either put me at 100 or 101.
You don't have to show off. I got it. I get it.
I'll be showed out is what I'll be.
Now you
No.
now you make me want to go out and look at the truss from the 60 and see where it's on that. See if that's going to give me a couple inches automatically.
Listen, if you need more inches to get over these obstacles, maybe it's just a driver problem, okay?
I mean, I don't, but
Depends
All
on
right,
what the
well-
obstacle is.
it's just funner that way.
It is funner. On that note, I don't mean to jet, but I just wanted to pop in and say hello. I got something else I got going on, but you guys having good talk. Good to
Oh,
see you
yeah.
guys. I always love your content and love to hear what's going on in the Jeeping world.
Well, come back
Way
because we
over
need more
here.
red Jeeps here.
Way over here on the Pacific Northwest coast of Oregon. So
Yep,
good
you're
to
up
see
there.
you guys.
You're up there where Josh is at.
Josh,
Yeah,
is that
Josh was
what
one of the co-hosts on the show for years, and
is he in
he's
Portland?
God, what the place is that? It begins with a B.
Beaverton?
Beaverton, yes.
Okay. I know where that is. That's about 40 minutes north of where I live in the Willamette Valley.
Yep.
Cool.
He's
All
got
right.
Yeah, I think he's got an XJ, or I don't know if
He
still
has an
got.
XJ that's broken in his garage, and he still hasn't fixed it. But working 2 and 3 jobs just to pay the house note kind of keeps you away from working on the Jeep.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That will do it. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Well,
take care, Lauren. Good to see
all
you.
right.
You jump
Good to
in.
see you. Yep. See you guys.
Yeah.
Later.
She flagged us down at Moab and said, Jeep Talk Show, what I got to do to get a sticker? So she listens to the show quite a bit.
Cool. You got any heavy swag up there at Hot Springs?
Swag?
Stickers,
T-shirts, hats, stickers.
t-shirts,
I've got some stickers. I have to they're in one of
flags.
my pouches. I've got a flag. I'll donate it if you want it. But
I need to get a couple of my club's flags made.
I still got the big Jeep Talk Show sticker on the side of my hardtop. Yeah. But it started last time I went through the car wash, it started kind of fluttering a little bit, and I was like, oh. So I don't know. Hate for that thing to get ripped off.
Yeah, we're going to hit the road about 7:30 tomorrow morning. I think we're going to get there about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I won't be able to. I'll. We've got a lot of people out this week, and so I won't be able to leave. I may be able to cut out of there a little early Friday, but I still wouldn't. I mean, I'd get down there in time to basically go to sleep. So, so I'll head out.
How long a ride is it?
It's like a 2.5. Well, in the TJ, it just depends on what's going on. 2.5, between 2.5, 3 hours.
It's not bad.
No, a lot shorter drive than you got.
Yeah, it's didn't matter either way we go. If we go back roads or go to the interstate, it's about the same amount of time. Back roads are shorter. Distance mileage, so like 40 miles.
Yeah, that's a little. Are you driving the TJ?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Always opt for when I'm driving the TJ. I always opt for the back roads and the shorter mileage versus the interstate and shorter time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the front locker decides to try and lock up on me again while I'm driving down the road straight.
Oh man.
I think it's actually the limited slip part of it that is activating for whatever reason. I have no idea.
What locker is it?
It's the rear locker out of a Rubicon Dana 44 that I moved to the front, so I didn't have to buy a locker. So the rear Rubicon Dana 44 locker is also a limited slip.
Does it? Am I thinking wrong that spins backwards from the?
That's what I was just wondering. Is
If
possibly the rotation causing an issue?
Never thought of that.
And which reminds
Would it
me,
be, huh?
Which reminds me, I've still got, I think I told you I've got a locker, a front locker.
Yeah, we were supposed to discuss that.
I'll try to bring it with me.
Because if I get that off of you, then I could then I could sell it with the Dana 44 rear axle I have and 35 high pinion I have as a set to somebody who's looking to upgrade, and then I could probably afford my locker for the 8.8 because I want to put an ox locker in them.
Oh, so Kevin, I was watching us. I was thinking, I wonder if because I'm thinking these guys are in. I come across a YouTube channel called Fraser's Fab, FRAZIERS, and a bunch of young, it's a, I guess they got a shop and they do a lot of, they do some pretty good builds on their, they've got some rock bouncers and some Jeeps and different stuff they build on. Kind of reminds me of a Wild and Crazy Peck Brothers crew.
Okay.
But one of their things that they did it a month ago. They're doing a 2-wheel contest, and they've got a ramp set up, and they're driving not just Jeeps and rock bouncers, but I don't know, they've got random vehicles that they're driving and hitting this thing and trying to get them up on 2 wheels. And some of them, I mean, they're hitting them pretty fast. I mean, they're just spinning and twisting in the air and landing and everything, and pretty crazy.
There's an art to that. Like, I forget, there's like one stunt guy in Hollywood that if you ever see like the 2-wheel ski of a car,
Yeah.
it's the same guy that does it for everybody. But on one of the road kills, they did it with the vet carts. And like there's an art, like there's a certain speed you need to go. There's like a certain amount of play you have to put into the wheel. There's a lot more to it than just like popping it up. It was pretty interesting when they went over it on Roadkill because they had that. I want to say they had the guy that does it on there, teaching them how to do it, and like there was a lot to it. And that guy, like he just he's been doing it for so long, he just pops it up and goes. But there's a lot of variable to it.
It wasn't until after they rolled the vet cart that he told him, yeah, I didn't think it would ever make it. Too lower center of gravity.
They did it.
For what, like
I mean,
15 feet?
They didn't do it very long, but they did it.
I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't say it was bicycling. I would say it was just defeating gravity for just a hair of a second.
I'm gonna go with the Fast and the Furious mantra. Ensure mile. They did
it.
Yeah. But
either one of y'all run Nitto tires?
I'm fixing to be running Nitto tires.
Okay.
I don't have them on my Jeep, but I've had them on just about everything else.
I just saw a post on one of my Facebook groups that they had a safety recall on a bunch of them.
I think it was John. Was it John that posted it?
Yeah, John uses it right. He's got them. He's got 38s. That's what I'm fixing to have on mine when I put these new axles on.
So somebody posted on the Discord, and it like they looked at it, and it was like 1 month only. So like it's a lot of tires, but based off the date codes, it was only like a 1 month production run that are getting recalled.
Missed that one. Of course, I've been busy trying to get my Jeep ready for this week.
I probably should be out in the shop doing something, but I've been so busy lately. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
All I got left is my clothes to pack in the Jeep. Get out of here probably about 6 to go meet up with everybody for 7.
How many guys you got coming? They're pretty rowdy bunch.
Got at least 4 of us that are caravanning up together. I got another one that's he's going the interstate because he has a trailer. Then we usually have 3 or 4 from one of the other local clubs around here. We got a club around in the Hammond area called AWOL, America Wranglers Association or something like that. But they're more of a social club and don't do any Jeep rides. Maybe back road rides every once in a while.
Fall
But they like
color,
meeting up.
fall
Huh?
colors, the fall
Yeah.
color ride and all that stuff.
Not here.
Oh, y'all don't have fall colors in Louisiana?
Hell no. We don't have fall.
Just got swamp. That's it.
Yeah. It goes straight from summer into winter.
You get 3 days of winter.
Well, it depends. What was that? Well, last year we had probably the biggest snowfall I've seen in a long time. It was had like 5 inches at my house. So that was interesting.
That makes
And
me.
of course, my son is 9 years old, is going, hopefully it'll snow again this year.
No thanks.
I don't mind the snow.
No, thank you.
It's not so bad.
An excuse to get the Jeep out and ride around in it, though.
Yeah. Pool.
It's what we're in the
People wear the ditch.
we're into November now, and I still haven't even winterized the boat. Probably need to put that on the to-do list.
How do you winterize a boat?
Basically, you just drain everything.
Okay.
Put like stable in the gas tank and stuff like that.
I ran non-ethanol fuel, so I don't worry about that. But in my last boat, before I ran non-ethanol, yeah, I'd put stable in the gas tank, drag it around the block, and then my old boat, I'd pop off a couple of the water lines, and then it had a block drain on each side. My newer boat has, I think, 7 or 8 little wing nut plugs that you just unscrew, and you're good to go.
Now, what's that guy? What's it? Something Farm that does all the product reviews.
Project Farm.
Project Farm. Yep, there you go. And he did it on fuel stabilizers and all that stuff. It was pretty interesting. He did that thing like over 5 years. It's pretty interesting.
Well, I'll have to go find that. That would be interesting, because I know just like I need to rebuild my generator carburetor too, because the ethanol fuel I had in it for one winter clogged it all up.
Yeah.
So
My winter project's going to be AC system on mine. Pulling it all apart, flushing it out. New heater core.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, we were on riding last weekend. Was it last week? Yeah, last weekend. And the top hose, it's the high pressure side. The cap broke off in there, and so I finally got the cap out of there, but the valve on there stuck open. So I ended up just leaving the high pressure R134 connector on it and opening it all the way so nothing would come out. And over the past, I guess, months or so, it's started vibrating till it came open while we were on the trails. And I hadn't even forgot that I put green dye in there, but there was green dye inside my AC. Sprayed all over the place.
Well, R134's got a green tint to it anyway.
Well, I know I put dye in this before because I've been chased. Basically, every summer I put a can in the beginning of the summer, and then right around the end of the summer, I'll put another can in it.
When I went to pull the motor out of the Avalanche donor that I have, the truck's in rough shape, and the guy bought it to be a donor, and then he went another route, and then I got it. I went start taking it apart, and I didn't even think about the fact that the AC system might be charged, and I just put an electric ratchet on the nut for the is it the the evaporator or whatever on the front. Start taking it loose, and it explodes in my face.
Oh,
I was like, dude.
yeah, that's rough stuff to breathe in.
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as I got out, I was like, I smell Freon. Who is it? Of course, it had to be me.
I've been watching these videos of these guys putting these powder bombs in there for their porch pirates. Man, some of them things are exploding like, I mean, it looks like a bomb going off in their hands.
I think it's AI or fake because I believe it's illegal.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was AI because some of them things look like it just.
So it's not going to be very much longer, and you're not going to be able to tell. Right now, the AI things I can usually tell because they're kind of awkward. Things don't move the right way. People don't react the way they would normally react. So it's very subtle, and it's just my judgment. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think that in a very short period of time, maybe 6 months, if that long, we're not going to be able to tell.
Yep, it's getting there.
So I was thinking Roger should be here, but Roger's at SEMA. I forgot about that. And did anybody hear from Steve-O?
Nope.
Yeah, it's a skeleton crew tonight.
Yeah, Matt.
Which trails you gonna want to do, Rick?
I've never done. Every time I go, I always want to do Ultimate Adventure, and I never get to do it because I end up having to lead other folks that don't want to do fours, and they want to stick to threes, and so I would kind of like to do that if that's. Have you done Ultimate
Oh yeah.
Adventure? Yeah, I've never done it, and if it hasn't been raining, I'd like to go look at is it Three Fingers, Four Fingers? I think that's right
Yeah.
over there by Ultimate Adventure. Have you done that one yet?
I don't think I've done Three Fingers. I'm actually pulling up. I finally finished my map on Google Earth and was able to export it into Google Maps offline or on my phone. And I broke it up into threes, fours, and fives for the groups.
Okay. What do
So
y'all
I've
normally?
done,
What do y'all normally do?
if we stick with Charles, it'll be twos and threes, but I'm not doing that. So I've done Gorge. I've done, which is a 4. I've done Ultimate Adventure, which is a 4. Went down Greg's Rock, but I wasn't trying that because my tires aren't big enough for the rock. Schaffer's Hollow, done that one. Oh, that's a 5. Schaffer Hollow, it's a 5. I wanted to try and see The hell is that one? Squid's Jaunt Part Deux.
That's
I want to try that one.
is that right there at the
Not sure.
beginning of the Rubicon Ridge?
No, that one's Michael's Way, I think.
Okay. Squid's
Give me a
John.
second, I'll tell you.
Oh,
in a
Squid's
second.
John is the one that's going that's right across from the three power heels or where they are.
Yeah, that's Squid's Jaunt. I've done that one a bunch of times. That was
Yeah.
the first 3 I did. But the I can never remember the name of these trails. I like Bilstein Ravine just because you can get some good pictures or video of you flexing out in that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fun little deal. It's a flexor.
And we always go in. Yeah, we go in it backwards.
Oh, I ain't done it backwards yet.
Not Squid's Jaunt. It's off of. Let me just check them all. It's off of Snake. I don't feel like doing Snake. That's just too long and slow. I'm sure you've
Well,
done Snake.
Yeah.
other than going through the creek, Snake's really just kind of a windy road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that little offshoot there. It's kind of I don't know if that's what you call them, the creek. It's kind of rocky, kind of a rock garden, kind of.
Rockfink Ravine. I think that's what we're thinking about. It's right off of Snake.
Yeah, probably.
I think
And you
can
go down
openers
like
right off
through
of
a
Snake
ravine.
too.
Say again?
Can opener, isn't it right there by Snake too?
Gorge, Ravine. That's
I know it got me the last time I was there. I had to turn around on it and go back out.
Yep. Rockfink Part Deux. Is that what you were asking about?
Can opener.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
talked
it's
to
been unless it's been
talked to my
renamed
buddy
since I
about
was
can
there.
opener, and he says no, probably wouldn't want to try that in mine.
It's most of it's not bad until you get to what I assume is the end, and then you get 2 climbs that are loose basketball size rock for 7,500 yards, and that's where it got me. I just couldn't. Every time I'd try to go up it, it'd just start tossing rocks back.
I want to say I went up Paco's Tacos.
Yeah, I did that last time. That's one you definitely got to keep momentum from the bottom to the top. You don't stop, or it's got all the big loose rocks.
Yeah.
You start getting.
I want to say they had marked that as a 6 now.
Yeah, we just did it. I don't know that it was a 6, but it was a rough 3. If it was, I think they had it on the map. They had it as a 3, but I was thinking, man, that's an awful rough 3.
That was the last map I had seen. Let's see if I can find mine again.
Well, that's what I did can opener going through. Most of it's in like a creek bed, and then you get to that last part with the 2 climb options, and I was like, this was a 1 until we got to here, and now it's a 4. It's all those climbs. It's just the climbs out are what make it a 4.
Yeah, that's the same way with when you look over at Buckhorn North. It's the whole trail is marked as a 4, but there's only probably 2 spots in there that are really 4s, and they're getting close to be 5s. I do want to go across the street and try more of those.
We did. That's what motivated me to do the WJ knuckle swap. Is we went over to do Quartz Canyon when it was new, and
Yeah.
it's a little rougher now. The last time I did it, it was a little rougher than it was the first couple times. But
Oh yeah.
there's a little shortcut that we thought we was taking to it called Jagged Edge, and that ended up being a winch hill. It was a steep one of them. The steep dive is the one that, but I had brake fade by the time I got to the bottom, and I was just bouncing. That's the one that John's always talking about, me testing every skid plate on my Jeep, because I bounced last third of that. I bounced all the way down it, and it's just like bam, boom, bang, boom. Just I was like, oh man.
I was doing a lot
I
of
was
that in the
wondering how that
Razor.
one was.
I was doing a lot of that in the Razor this past weekend.
Yeah. And then going, getting up, climbing that back out of it. I don't know. We probably spent 45 minutes on that one hill, that just everybody kind of on different lines trying to get up it and weren't going nowhere. So we ended up calling it Winch Hill because every one of us winched, I think.
They got a couple over there off of Quartz Canyon, J16 and J17. They look like they're 4 stars or
Oh,
4 diamond.
yep. I hadn't done them, I don't guess, unless it's Jagged Edge.
No, Jagged Edge, from what I see, came out right near Jim's Overlook.
Okay. Yeah, and then that's where, in next to Jim's Overlook is where Quartz Canyon starts, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one of the, yeah. It's one of the entry points. There's actually 2 entry points into that. And that's a long trail. That I would say that might actually be probably the longest trail they have there. Well, after Rubicon.
Yeah, it's pretty long. Most
But
of
we
it's
might go night riding and try do Rubicon backwards at night.
backwards.
Yeah,
Never done it backwards.
haven't either. We keep talking about it.
That climb out the beginning of it is what I'm kind of wondering about, because
Yeah,
when you're going down it when you're dropping in, I mean, those loose rocks are sliding up. I mean, you're sliding more than you're riding.
yeah. It will be interesting to try.
Hmm.
But at least one of the nights we'll probably ride till probably close to midnight. At least one of the nights.
Yeah,
But my Jeremy, who was there for talk show ride with us and started guiding us, uh, he's going to be there. So I trust him. He's been going to that park for 20 years or more, and he knows his way around there and what I could probably do and what I can't do based off of my setup, because he's helped me out a lot with the build.
you're on 35s.
35. So I'm thinking probably next set of tires going to 37s. But then I'm going to have to extend my bump stops if I'm going to stay at 3.5 and not go to 4. I think 4 is going to be way too much for the drive shafts
Yeah.
and their current setup. I've been looking at the park on Google Earth Pro, the downloaded one, and they took the last picture, satellite view was from March 2025, and it's probably the best I've seen it, where you can actually see trails, because the trees are all lost all their leaves. So I'm looking at some of these. I'm like, wait, what trail is that? I don't even see it on their map. Don't know if it's shortcuts that people are making or what.
I just looked because it cracks me up every time. Google Maps still shows my Jeep on jack stands in front of my shop.
Does the
Yeah.
Google Street View do also?
Yeah, the street view is what shows it on jack stands.
Oh,
Yeah, mine shows me with the TJ parked in the front driveway with, I got all, where I was taking it all apart and spreading it out over the driveway because when I drowned it, had all the pieces scattered everywhere.
When it was the USS TJ.
Yep.
gee.
Yep. You can't get there from here.
Y'all seen that video of the what was that, UPS plane?
I seen where they were doing I had all the government officials there doing the press release about it, and they had video of it burning in the background, but I didn't see much more than that, just like 3 dead and 11 injured or something like that.
Let's see. What's the chat?
Not sure what you guys are talking about, but I don't want to jump in the middle of it.
There was a plane crashed in Kentucky.
I saw that.
Yeah. Look at that. Tony sitting in my lap.
So good news, bad news. Good news is the 2-inch lights for the knuckle pods will be in like first thing in the morning between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. Bad news is they didn't deliver my brackets yesterday when they said they did.
Uh-oh. When they said they did. That's always fun.
USPS sucks.
Yeah, yes. I hate the post office.
Good old government working for you.
Or are they accepted employees and they're required to work without pay?
Oh, I wonder if they're not getting paid. I didn't hear anything about them.
Even when they're getting paid, they don't work.
Neither rain nor snow, none are those pesky paychecks.
I hadn't heard if the communist dude won the mayor race in New York yet. Has anybody heard?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's going to, but man, it's going to be a hell of a show over the next whatever it is, 2 or 4 years. Dumbasses.
I've been living in my own little bubble. I haven't been paying attention to any of it.
So he's going to. He made all these promises, and he may, even if he tries to do all the stuff, the rest of the office and stuff, or the rest of the elected officials aren't going to let him. I predict. Which is good for him because he can say, hey, look, I tried, but these people, you need to get more communists in here.
Yeah. Well, they'll end up with 1/10 of their population going to Florida.
Yep. Seinfeld's a big New Yorker. I wonder if he's going to move. That'd be funny for Seinfeld to move to Tennessee or Florida or Texas. I think the majority of them are going to Florida.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't New York lose like 5% of its population to Florida every year already?
Yeah, probably so. He's getting old enough where he can move to Florida.
Yeah.
They all retire down there to be snowbirds.
Well, I'm anxious about the knuckle pods. I always thought those were cool, cool idea. But give me a break. It's lights, so I'm gonna love lights.
I don't know if I don't know if my new knuckles, if I'd be able to put them on that, because it's those rock chalk high high clearance, the steel knuckles.
Hmm.
I steer.
Yeah, a high steer for the JL.
I would think that if you wanted to, you could just put like a real basic bracket on the top of where it bolts onto the knuckle.
Yeah, I think it'd
Maybe
be pretty simple to make your own.
have to have to look at it because they're both like way high on the knuckle. I mean, really high, like at the top of the knuckle.
Well, clearance and off road ability is much more important than having knuckle lights.
Yep.
I think it's a. I mean, we don't get fog. I've made this comment several times. We don't get fog much here, but man, I think it'd be great positioning for a fog light.
Oh man, we had it bad last week. Like I got up to go to the gym and I couldn't see the end of my street, and I'm the last house on the street.
So you're saying you didn't go to the gym?
No, no, I still went.
There we go.
I
Well,
just
how
drove
did you
by
find
Braille.
the gym?
I drove by Braille.
I just named my bathroom gym. That way I can say I go to the gym 3, 4 times a day.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to walk very far, but it'd be fun to go to SEMA again.
My boss was upset that we weren't going this year, so apparently we're going next year.
I like to go at least once just to say I've been.
I'd like to go because I know so many more people now. I mean, the 2 times that I went, the show was still pretty new. I think 2019 was the last time I went.
I'd like to go once, but honestly, of all the things that are there, the booth that I want to go to the most is the Harbor Freight booth. So,
Well, they showing all their new stuff they're coming out with. Is that what they do?
yeah, like they always have a handful of new things that are supposed to get released within the next year.
Did you guys see the Steer Smart suspension?
I did not.
Yeah, they're coming out with a whole suspension package.
They don't make anything for
For
me
what?
already, though.
I mean,
I got
I'm
their
assuming they're coming out with it. It had another name on it, but it was they were debuting it at SEMA.
I got a Steer Smarts tie rod for my new axle.
It's probably too new to be on the website. Just checking to see if it was. I saw it, I think, on Instagram. I think the suspension market is pretty well saturated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some of Motobilt's Jeeps if they're there.
I was watching a video of Bender showing off the new well, I don't know if it's new. I don't know if it's new now. I don't remember how old the video was, but he was showing their old 4-link, 3-link suspension, and then their new it's double triangulated 4-link front and back. with a huge skid plate, huge with a. I mean, it was like a skid plate, and then it had a bunch of like a DOM crossbars in it, and all kind. I mean, I was like, whoa, that's a lot. But I'd like to see that in practice.
So they're announcing their new. It looks like Romer R, and then there's an O with a little hyphen on top of it. MR suspension brand. So I don't know if they're hawking somebody else's stuff or if they're just calling it this, but it almost seems like it's a name brand.
About steer smarts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it on Instagram, and they basically just have this chassis or chassis, depending on how you like to say it, and to show off all the parts. Has everybody replaced their steering components on their Jeep?
I
Not all of
have,
them.
but I'll have to get all new ones with the new front axle.
Oh, that's true.
What do you mean?
No, I take it back. I have replaced everything on mine.
My
Somebody
current,
gave me the Curry
the Curry Link.
steering stuff.
Yeah, that Curry Link stuff they say is really good.
Yeah, it's a lot beefier than what I had. I think it was back in June, Jeep Talk Show ride at Hot Springs where I bent a tie rod in and used the winch to straighten it out, rode some more, bent it again, used the winch, straightened it out some more, went to drive home, and it was tracking horrible. So we pulled over into a gas station. Jeremy, the guy I was with, had a tape measure, so we did a parking lot alignment. Still wasn't perfect, but got me home without having to ride with the steering wheel at 3 o'clock instead of 12 o'clock.
It looks like, at least on that Instagram post, the Steer Smarts Instagram post, it looks like they have a sway bar. And I don't know if it's part of that package or if they've always had it. I'm looking at the Steer Smarts site right now. And of course, my only interest in it is the one they have on the Instagram post is it's red.
I was going to ask if it was red.
Steer Smarts knows how to do red. I guess I just should do a search because I'm not finding it. I mean, I don't think sway bars are anything that you really have to worry about replacing. I think just any of them are fine. I mean, I guess if you twisted it and it didn't, one end was up higher than the other, that might be a problem.
It depends on the style of the link. With the anti-rocks, you can actually flip them, and that can cause problems. But if it's like a factory style where you still use like I'm gonna call it fixed, but like a sway bar has a flat end and it's not connected, sideways where it can spin, usually it doesn't really matter. It's just based off the tension of the bar.
Yeah, they got a big red sway bar on this thing on Instagram, and it could be that it's just a regular sway bar and painted it red. Looks like they have an aluminum tie rod on this one. They've got that attenuator on the drag link, which I think is bad from the standpoint of feeling what you're driving over.
Hey, Rick, where do you get the the mounts that you use to install the LJ arms or the Gladiator arms?
I think I got Barnes. I think I got them, all of them Barnes. Yeah, I had to modify them a little bit because the ends are a little wider, but they weren't very expensive. I want to say I got all of them for, I want to say like 250, 200, 250. Wasn't very much.
Okay.
You learned
And
how to
most of the
weld on your
barn
Jeep,
stuff.
didn't you?
Say again.
You learned how to weld on your Jeep, didn't you? I mean, isn't that where you learned to weld?
Yeah, well, a guy at work that teaches welding. I told him what I wanted to do, and then he said, "Well, here I'll come show you what to do and what to watch for, and blah blah blah." And so, on my, I don't know, for 3 months on my lunch break, that's what I would do is I would go throw my welding jacket on and hood and go out there, and he had a a school weld school area, and it's a lot heavier. All the welding equipment at work is way heavier. It's a lot, but the principle's the same,
Right.
you know. And then
What did you do, MIG or stick?
MIG. I've
Use
got
flux core?
I've I've done I've done a lot of flux core, but now I've got shielded. So
That's my next step. After my first Harbor Freight welding machine burnt up, I decided to go ahead and go to the next step up. So still a 110 welder. Is yours 110 or 220?
it's 220. I got that. Was it 220 something pro? I don't know what it's called, but the I caught it on sale. It's the high end one, but I caught it on sale. It was the same price as the middle, whatever that middle brand was that they had. Omni Pro, that's it. The
Okay.
210 Omni Pro or something like that. So it's a multi. I can do stick, MIG, and TIG. If I don't have all the TIG, the little TIG wand and all that stuff, but if I want to learn how to do TIG or aluminum, I can. At some point, I will. I want to learn how to do it, but
I've got the Miller 215 that does all that. The only thing I won't do is aluminum, which you can still technically do, but
yeah.
it's not considered the right way.
Yeah.
All right,
And
guys, we're going to wrap up here, at least on the recorded portion of the show. Again, you can watch this on YouTube Live, or you're currently watching it on YouTube Live. We're here every week, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Y'all have to join us. Just go over to xjtalk.com/contact to see how to join us. And with that, you guys go right ahead. We're not ending the meeting, just ending it for everybody else.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Plan 995.
All right, here we are at the Jeep Talk Show roundtable. The much maligned, I should say, not aligned. And we are going to be recording this for YouTube Live.